to go over the rules before we start. For Jordan and Duke, welcome to Tribal Council. Basically, how this will work is I will ask questions and lead it just like a normal Tribal Council you'll see on TV. After I do that, we're going to give you guys 5 minutes to vote. You vote in your DM. If you choose to keep your vote, you say that you're choosing to keep your vote. If you don't vote within the 5 minutes, you get a self vote. Then after we do that, we're going to do an idle call. And after idle call, we will reveal votes. And yeah, so basically also if you DM anyone during Tribal Council, DM them in your host chat with that person and go ahead and let the tribe know that you're DMing them. And if not, Pal will let the tribe know because that's considered whispering. And at Tribal Council, everyone would be able to see you guys whisper.
Yep.
So pretty much I think that's about it. Yeah, just try to be respectful of one another. You can interject if you want to, but just don't like talk over people, like let them get their stuff out. But yeah, basically that's it. So with that being said, what time is it? Okay, it's time. Okay, let's get started. So, Jordan, you come to camp after a swap. You're in the two minority if people look at, OG tribes. How does that make you feel?
Well, I think that anybody would think like, oh, you go to a tribe swap, you see the first thing you see is that, oh, there's 4 on one side, 2 on that side. I mean, of course you're gonna sit here and be like, oh, does that mean I could be next?
Duke, is that ring true for you?
I feel that
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
I necessarily don't think so. I feel like this tribe has had camaraderie in the 2 challenges that we, and I don't feel like any of these people have made me feel like I'm an outsider.
Duke, does that ring true for you? You don't really think that you're an outsider on this tribe?
Yeah.
Okay. Gonzalo, so
Yeah.
You get to the tribe. Clearly, you're in a majority if you look at old tribes. Is that reassuring to you? Do you think, oh, just stick with the numbers, or is it kind of more of an individual game?
Well, for my benefit, I would prefer for the tribes to stick together and just vote together. You get me? Or at least for the whole tribe to vote out the person who's least contribute.
Right. That being said, least contribute. Mike, do you feel like there's someone on the tribe that's lacking, not really contributing?
Yes.
Do you want to give a name, or do you want to keep that to yourself?
I mean, Jack hasn't been on for any single immunity. He's not here.
Right. Grayson, how does the fact that Jack's not on for tribal play into his game? Does that really hurt him?
Oh, that does hurt him because later down on the road, this was discussed back at our tribe, that if he keeps on getting self-votes, say in a future tribal council, and he's a number on your side, that totally hinders your game, and then that could flip the vote, be the deciding factor. Maybe if it ties, maybe if you go home, if one of your allies go home. So not being on for tribal is a huge thing in this game. And I feel like that really kind of demolished the 2 tribe lines, and that made other names that were not just OG, the tribe that always won people.
Jordan, do you think that that's true? The fact that, Jack was in the 4, he was in the majority, but he's not contributing, he's not on. Does that kind of help make a spot for you on the tribe?
Connection.
Can you hear me, Jordan?
I think I lost again. I lost connection again.
Okay, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask it again. Does the fact that Jack is not here for tribal and he's not here for immunity, does the fact that he's been inactive help open up a spot for you? No, can't hear me.
It stopped. It stopped after you said inactive.
Okay, do you want to go again? I'll say it again. Is it me? Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard what you said, everything up to the point you were like, he's inactive, and then I didn't hear what you
Does the fact that Jack's inactive help open a spot for you on the tribe?
Oh no.
Well, we established that I have bad Wi-Fi.
Yeah. um, I'll come back to you on that one. Okay, I'll ask Duke. Duke, does
Yeah.
the fact that Jack is inactive help open up a spot for you on the tribe?
Of course it does. Not someone who's a liability down the road to most people. Even though he could be seen as just a regular vote, he's not really no help to anyone.
Right,
It'd be really easy to send him home just by saying, let's send him home. He ain't doing shit.
right. Jordan, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Has the fact that the other tribe, the original Namodu, have went to tribal council and have had the opportunity to possibly save votes, has that come into conversations?
I don't think necessarily pass votes. I think there's been talk maybe about people who might want to stay in this vote or not, whether they want to. I personally don't think that I'm gonna do that because, like, why?
Mike, is that something that was talked about tonight? The possibility of saving votes?
Yeah.
Do you think that that's something that people want to do?
I think everyone's a little different, but yeah, some people are definitely consider saving their votes. I've heard some people don't want to. I don't think I'm gonna save my vote just because I don't really fuck with the twist.
Right. Grayson, is that maybe a thing because the tribe feels that Jack is inactive, Jack will be the vote tonight, saving a vote could change the game?
I think it definitely could. If, say, enough people kept their vote, and then one person was like, "Hey, maybe we could go for this person. Maybe we can get Grayson out, just us two. If we convince all the other people to save their votes, that could very much happen." But I think that tonight, I am still on the edge. I do not know if I'm gonna use my vote, keep my vote, because it's just one big gamble. Even though we all have decided, a lot of people, there's been a group consensus. It's still a toss up because you never know what's gonna happen.
Gonzalo, is that a concern for you? The tribe seems to think maybe Jack's the vote tonight, so maybe a few people save their votes, and then maybe there's 2 people, 3 people on the tribe that think, let's blindside someone else. Jack's not a big threat. Let's take out a big threat.
Definitely. But at the same time, looking at this tribal council, one is eating, one is playing around, one is doing other stuff. I doubt anyone's thinking of that at this point. So I think it's pretty much going to be Jack. And if they keep their votes, that's probably going to harm them if that one person votes against them.
Duke, is it a topic of conversation of when possibly are we going to merge or swap, or are we going to be on this camp for how much longer?
There's been a lot of speculation that next we're going to swap, maybe merge. Who knows? There's how many people in this game? There's 20, right?
There's 20, in total.
Yeah, and 4 people have already been voted out. That's 16. So chances are we're probably going to swap because I don't fuck with a 15-person merge or 14-person merge, at least. So I wouldn't be surprised if we swap this again.
Does that play into your vote tonight of, maybe take this person out before they get back to their tribe or they get back to their numbers, or is that really not a factor as of right now?
I mean, since basically pretty much said Jack's going, I guess. If you think about it, when sending quote unquote Jack home, he could easily get back to his old allies. For them, aka the original losing tribe, he would go to them more than he would come to either me or Jordan. So I'd be completely content with sending him home because I know he wouldn't help me come but swap.
Jordan, is it possible that maybe the whole Jack's the vote tonight, maybe it's a facade, maybe people are afraid of idle play and they don't want other people to catch on, or they want people to keep their votes and do something else? Is it possible that someone's going to be blindsided tonight?
I mean, if that was the consensus, then I'd be like, that's what they feel that they want to do. They want to just feel that they can do better with him. Somebody who's not going to help you out or get a self vote every single time, then it would be a shock to me.
Mm-hmm. Mike, how much does it play into, you've not went to tribal in a couple of votes. How important is each vote in this game?
I mean, any vote, every single vote in every single game is super important because it's between, it's one vote between you're in the game, one vote between you're out of the game. Like, one vote can change the whole dynamic of a game. And so every single vote is just as important as the next and just as important as the last.
Mm-hmm. Grayson, is it being thought of about tonight of, you guys have stated Jack seems to be the vote. Maybe Jack is going tonight. If Jack goes and you guys lose again, where do the numbers divide? Who's next? Has that been talked about?
There's only been really a little conversation about that. We plan to keep our tribe strong. We don't plan to lose next, but if we did, I would say it's a toss-up. You never, because we're all united, and there's no specific tribe lines right now. You don't know where you stand with everyone. You know where they stand with you, but the way in your head that you think they trust you, they might not actually trust you that much. So you really don't know where the lines are. You could be getting lied to. You could be going out right now. Jack could stay. You just don't know.
Gonzalo, is it possible that maybe someone decides, I think that if Jack goes home this week, I'm going to be on the bottom. Let me pull him in, get him to vote with me, and pull someone else in and flip this game?
Highly likely, yeah. And if any of those two people, I think the only two people that would be thinking like that would be Duke and Jordan. But right now, the vote is also on Jack, a member from our original tribe. So I think for them, it's smart to just go for Jack. They both stay. It's a win.
Duke, is it possible that maybe, the original Namodu say, they say they're voting out Jack tonight. Maybe after Jack's gone, they'll stick together and it's only going to be Jack tonight because Jack is inactive. Has that been discussed and thought about?
I mean, I wouldn't say discuss, but I would say it's definitely lingering in my head that next, I don't know, fucking episode, that me and Jordan could potentially be on the bottom in a 3-2 position if we lose tribal immunity again, which I hope doesn't happen. I don't think it's going to happen, but if it does happen, I don't know what to do.
Mike, has there been much thought about, what will happen the next vote? Is it going to be 3-2? Is it going to flip? Is it more of an individual type of connection at that point?
Yeah, I mean, I think next vote is super up in the air, and I think it could go any way. Honestly, I don't think there's gonna be a next vote. We were way ahead in this immunity challenge past the tribe that's lost everything. We made one tiny mistake, and one stupid mistake. It's frustrating. We shouldn't even really be here. Besides, we nail that one mistake, and we're not here. So we're gonna keep getting better, keep getting stronger.
I want to bring that up as well, Grayson. At the Immunity Challenge, you did struggle with the phrase. Is that something that scares you tonight? Is that something that possibly you think might affect the game?
Originally, it did scare me because I was the one who did the phrase. I should have caught it myself. I don't blame any other people. But I do feel as if being inactive for both of the challenges is worse than messing up in the challenge. That's just as bad. So, yeah.
Does that seem to... Oh, keep going.
I feel like my anxiety about that kind of went down as I realized, hey, it was a stupid mistake. I should not have done that. But there are people who were not even online. Jack wasn't even online, and he wasn't even online for the one before this. So it wouldn't make sense to vote out someone who may have made a mistake, and then that they could fix it and they could still help in challenges, and someone who's not even going to be on.
Gonzalo, do you think that rings true? Sure, Grayson messed up in the challenge today, but at least he's been on. Jack's not even been on. Is that something that was talked about?
Definitely. I'm here because I'm active, and I want other people to be active so we can have a good season. That's honestly all I'm caring about, a good season. and also moving forward. So Jack going right now, it's going to benefit the season itself, this tribe itself, and all of our games.
Jordan, obviously it's been talked about. This vote tonight seems to be based off of keeping the tribe strong. But in the event that you guys were to lose again, do you believe the claims of, oh, it's up in the air, we don't really know? Or do you think people have thought deeper about that?
You said if we lose, people would be like, people be like they don't know what they're doing?
Yeah, do you actually believe that people don't know what they would do, or have people thought more about that?
Well, it all depends. You don't know how the challenge is gonna go, because obviously after this tribe's gonna be down one person, so somebody's gonna have to sit out. You don't know how somebody's gonna perform in the challenge. So I don't think, at least I don't think people know what they're gonna do then, because you never know what happens. Stuff could come up. Never know.
Duke, after tonight's vote, do you think that sides will be clearly shown, or it'll still be pretty vague?
I think signs will clearly be shown that we hate inactivity and that we're taking a stand against it tonight.
All right. With that being said, unless anyone else has anything they'd like to say, we can get to the vote. All right. You guys have 5 minutes to vote. Starting now, vote in your DM with the host, and I will tally them when they're in.
Good luck, everyone.
Yeah. There's silence.
I'm still waiting on some DMs. Just to remind you guys, if you're saving your vote, you have to state it. And if you don't vote within the 5 minutes, you get a self vote.
Can you DM me?
Yeah.
Duke, was that Walmart tacos?
No, that was taquitos.
Like, yeah, but like that's what they called.
Walmart taco.
Yeah, like it's like a little box, red box saying like taquitos, and it's in Walmart.
It's not a red box. It's in a blue box. But
was it in Walmart?
No, it's not in Walmart. My grandmother got it from BJ's. If you know what that is.
Egypt?
BJ's.
eBay?
No, BJ's.
Oh,
BJ, like
BJ's.
blowjob, but BJ.
I love Duke. Okay.
Yeah.
The place you gotta have a membership to go to. Your boy ain't rich.
I go to Target. That's my rich space.
I go to the dollars.
Grocery store with your broke ass.
You're right.
Y'all were messy this tribal, by the way.
What? Oh.
One was eating, one was playing around.
I used to eat. I never
I
ate
was
supper. I was
One had horrible Wi-Fi.
Listen, my
And
Wi-Fi is bad.
I was
then calling
not gonna
everyone
lie,
out. And what
I
about
was
it?
on. I was trying to stack.
They're
the
literally gonna post this, and they're gonna be like, "Why is Jordan just like when they post it when the season airs? Why is Jordan just blank the whole time?"
Probably gonna get fun of because I was like dancing in the background. I had music on. No one could hear it though. I was playing for Travis.
We could hear you moving around though.
Mike was being an attention whore dancing.
Hey, hey, Travis.
Anyways,
Hey, Travis Scott. Coordinate goes so hard. I'll put you on. How? Dude, what do you know about Travis?
huh? Nothing. I don't listen to music.
I love me.
Wait, Duke, why don't you listen to music? You have to.
Because it's weird.
I'll be
What
like
the
this.
heck?
You're weird.
I'll
Yeah.
be like.
Imagine being like, I don't drink water because it tastes bad.
That
That's
was
what you
me.
sound
My
like.
phase at 12 years old.
I'll be like. Yo, Gonzalo. Gonzalo,
What's up?
need a favor.
You need a favor?
Yeah, you need to teach me to dance bachata so I could take Al out.
I hate you. Oh my god.
We got a deal.
If I knew.
Oh, you don't. Nah, I know.
Not all Latinos know how to dance.
Gonzalo, do you listen to norteño music?
I've heard of it.
Do you
From my
listen to Los
friends.
Tigres
I
del
don't
Norte?
listen.
Every time that
No.
I'm in Mexico, they always play Los Tigres del Norte, and I'm like, I don't know what this music is, but I know their name now.
Okay, guys, I have the votes.
That's all I'm
With
gonna
that
say.
being said, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right.
I have the
With that being
energies of a taquito.
All right, that's not going to do anything here except feed you. All right. With that being said, it's time to get to the votes. We have 6 votes in the urn tonight, with one of them being an extra vote. Okay. First vote, Jack. Second vote, Jack.
If it's unanimous.
Third vote, Jack. Fourth vote, and fifth person voted out of Survivor Island of Chance.
Why do I keep losing
Jack.
connection?
Bye, Jack.
Jack,
Hi,
please bring your
Jack.
torch.
I literally lost connection again
Well,
during the vote
tonight-
review.
Jordan,
Tonight,
you
we don't have an
Where's
exit
Jack?
interview, Drew.
Yeah, we don't have an
Jordan.
exit interview tonight. We'll schedule one with Jack. Hopefully, that was what you guys needed to not come back to tribal council.
Me too, Drew. Me too.
Oh,
Was it unanimous?
no,
Yeah.
you went home,
Was
Jordan.
unanimous, yeah. All right, bye, guys.
Bye, Drew.
Bye.
Good night, everyone. I hope you
Good
guys
night.
have fun and tribal.
It's stressful.